The sun peeks through the clouds. It's summer arrived. The announcement says, Oboshiro Kyokai. A buzzer sounds soon. As I step down from the bus onto the asphalt, I see a sky as blue as sea water and distant ridge lines being swallowed by the sea. A lumber truck passes me as I step off the bus. It looked just like the day I left, as if the bus were a time machine. The gate view had not changed. I wipe my sweat, readjust my pack, and turn towards my destination, which is now just ahead. Just 30 seconds along the guardrail. Off the highway, bright yellow bloom amidst the blue and green. Himawari. Sun-like flowers bloom, gazing up at the Shiro no Kyokai. Oboshiro's summer thus repeats heaven and earth. A poet once visited this land and sang of it. The sun blooms for only 60 days. If a year were 24 hours, the sunflower suns would only shine for about 4. And so we pray, treasuring that brief moment. The one who said that still lives there. And so, that's why I came back. To the precious Oboshiro in our final 60 days. Sky and sea, as are 8 years. The sound of the waves is unchanged. The blue sky melts into the sea at the horizon. The view is etched into my memory, but now the time I spent away from this place is far longer than the time I spent here. And yet, more like coming home. Nostalgia strings my heart with a dull ache. I wasn't supposed to come back here so soon. I never thought I'd return before fulfilling my vow. I clenched a stone and hurled it, along with my doubts, toward the blue sea. The Kyokai and the Cape was the only place I could call home. It is not how long you live, but how much you laugh. I suppose that is what defines a home. I take a deep breath, hearing seabirds mixed with the nostalgic sound of the waves, and a familiar, sharp whistling sound? Ah! I jerk back as a small object grazes my head and flies away. And then... Habanai! Was that a stone? I twist just in time to dodge the hit, and I turn to see.
Oh! 我が必殺の一つぶてを紙一重でかわすしは神の御心。
君は
だが背後は断崖。次の一撃をどう裁くかな。
A man in black suddenly closes the distance. He's huge and moves like a pro. But I see a weakness. He's slow. I can dodge and counter.
向かったな。
He's faking it to lure me. Stop. That's cheap.
はあ、その程度か。もはや後がないぞ。
I can't find an opening against this rapid thrust. Damn it. I was cornered so fast. Daga. You're wrong.
なんだと？うわっ！
Listen, your first words must be, welcome to Oboshiro Village. Next is, you've grown. And then,
そして君の返答は 神父様もお変わりなく。
Seriously, nothing's changed.
おい、何年ぶりだと思っているんだ。私も立派な老体に。ゆが
Then I wish it strict little. Fists sink into bellies. But the balance broke when I was the only one to fall to my knees.
無茶を言うな。今日もこうしていい汗をかいたのだ。もっと伸びるぞ。
Yeah. When I was a kid, I looked up at him thinking he'd eventually grow all the way into the clouds.
ようこそおぼしろ村へ。大きくなったな、我が弟子よ。
I finished that earlier.
細かいことにこだわるな。長いこと会っていなかったが、勘は鈍ってはおらんようで安心した。
It's thanks to your training. I stand and offer my hand. The man in black standing before me is actually the local chimp. He is my foster, Tosan.
大人の顔になったな、足束陽介。
The chimp looked just like my Tosan. Looks just like my Tosan. Tadaima. Father Arakawa, who took me in and raised me like his own after I lost my Kasan and my kin. Everything I am today is thanks to this man and...
よし、次は武器を使って勝負しようではないか。こないだ鎌倉で本物のモーニングスターを買ってきたんだが、試す相手がいなくてな。
Do you have no respect for our 8-year reunion?
なんだよ、そんなんじゃ一人前の僧兵になれないぞ。
If anything is rap now, I'll just blame this old man for it.
どうした？
A cool breeze blew by. Yeah, I mean, nothing has changed. A cool breeze carries the nostalgic scent of the sea.
そうでもないさ。年を追うごとに人の足は遠のいていく。
Is it the times?
さて、それもまた神のおぼし飯だ。
The bus there was indeed less crowded than before. Oboshiromura, which was once my entire world, is slowly losing its vitality. Even the Kyokai where I spent my childhood is about to vanish. Is this God's will? A white cross-shaped building. Looking up, I see the unmistakable view of my home after 8 years. Huh? But...
小さいか？
I nod silently to the shimp. The bell tower, which once towered so high, it seemed to reach the heavens, is now small and modest.
時が経つとはそういうことだ。
You mean, nothing lasts forever.
それは陽介が一番よく知っているだろう。
My hometown is disappearing. Losing the Kyokai surely means that much to me. No, not now. I feel a hint of loneliness, but the joy of returning home is greater. Correct? Omiyage from Osaka.
おお、なにわ村正の大吟醸ではないか。私の大好物であるぞ。
I feel bad giving it like...
なに、こんなものは般若糖と呼べばよいのだ。気にせずじっくりいただこう。
Just ignore that. It's a Buddhist term. It's over. This is the limitations. Anyway.
了見の狭いことを言うではないぞ。神仏集合だ。それより私もちょうど陽介に見せたいものがあったのだが。
That's not either. But what?
それがな。ちょっと待ちなさい。
The ship starts looking around.
おや、どうしたものか。陽介はきっと喜ぶはずなんだが、どこかへ行ってしまった。
For me?
困った。よし、私はこっちを探す。
I don't mind, huh? Huh? Wait. Look for what? Hey! He's gone. That person hasn't changed a bit. Even if he's looking, I can't help if I don't know what it is. No. Is he telling me to use my reasoning skills? Yeah. That sounds interesting. What would please me? Could it be sashimi? Instantly, the nostalgic flavors of the sea revive in my mouth. Oboshiro means seafood. Oboshiro's fish. The bounty of Mother Oboshiro Bay. Oh, if you look east from the cliff, there it is. The nostalgic Oboshiro port. No. Calm down. Regardless of my taste, the sashimi isn't going anywhere. But what if it's a living fish? Calm down. Even an eccentric priest wouldn't carry a fish as a pet. Petto. Guided by a sudden thought, I headed toward the back of the kyokai. Yes, this pet. I remember. Beyond the white fence and the small thicket in the backyard. Beyond this narrow path lies a place special to me. It continued to exist there, unchanged even now. The pet cemetery. A garden of farewells for owners and their pets. Same here. The handmade cemetery sat quietly behind the kyokai, just as I remembered it. The small grounds were swept clean of every leaf. The moment I stepped inside, my chest tightened. I felt as if the cemetery was still being protected by him or her. I wonder what she's doing right now. Crossing the white fence, I enter a world of reminisce. The same sky, the same sunlight. Listening to the waves, it feels as if someone might peek out from the shade. I looked up and saw a kuroneko crouching on an old tombstone. As I approached, the neko lifts his head sleepily. Could it be, moshikashite, that kuroneko? Is it still alive, or is it's his kid? Kimi. That silhouette stole my breath. Startled by my presence, the kuroneko lost its footing and tumbled from the tombstone. Then the neko vanished into the bushes. Taijobu? The neko vanished in the grass, leaving only waves. It took a nasty spill there. Can even a neko fall like that? Chasing the neko, I head across the pet cemetery. As I peer into the bushes, they suddenly rustle loudly. A girl? In the bushes? A figure suddenly lunged out. Kimi wa... Yomi! I collided with a petite girl, leaping from the bushes, and fell onto my rear. A hallucination? Or a mistake? Something burst from the bushes. Yomi! As if she had seen something unbelievable, Yomi's eyes went wide. I bet my face looks the same. No way! Yomi is back! Tadaima. I meet Yomi's gaze, and we smile. This voice. Yes. It's Yomi. Her innocent smile and those deep black eyes. They're exactly as I remember. Doshano? You look like you saw a Yure. But you were just screaming so loudly. Did I change that much? Did I scare you?
かっこよくなったという意味で。
かっこいい。
いや、一般的な意味で。一般的な意味でかっこよくなったかなって。
Wait, did I adjust the? I like the BGM, man, but like, I don't know what handsome in general sense means, but even if it's just a pleasantry, I'm happy Yomi says I'm handsome.
それに匂いもようくんのままだし。
Can you really tell?
ようくんはようくんだよ。ちょっと大きくなったけど。
Give me a second. I have to adjust the volume. You know what? Yeah, this is also something I need. This is why. I know this is just part of the proof of concept, but I'm also adjusting my volumes right now. Something doesn't feel sound right. Okay, there you go. Grown? Do I really look that different?
え、これは
Ah, my stomach!
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
It's fine. It's no big deal. Just as I spoke, my eyes met.
ようくん、どこ見てるの？
Yeah, that's not it. What's this?
まだ？
I thought, those clothes look.
この服ですか？
Come in. Was that too much?
違うの。ただ一瞬、よこしまな視線を感じたような気がして。
You just know. It's nothing.
なんでこっちを見返すんですか？
Yomi turns red and huffs, looking away. I wanted to prove my heart is pure.
なんですかそれ？いきなり見つめられたらびっくりするじゃないですか。
Well, we're even.
お高い様？
I really need to do another pass for this. I said he's even. She's replied mutual. Let me take care of the proofreading here. A reunion like this is quite a shock, isn't it?
久しぶりの再会としては少し距離が近すぎるかも。
You're too close.
確かにようくん顔が赤くなってる。っていうか冷や汗みたいなのかいてるような。それって
That's, actually, my abs are reaching their limit.
ごめんね。ごめんね。つい気づかなくて。
You haven't changed a bit.
大丈夫だった？お腹冷えちゃった？
It's not that cold. It's not the cold, but she hasn't changed a bit. I know, such a fragile body. Don't worry. Besides, I'm the one who kept the conversation going. Sonayori, I'm surprised again too, Yomi.
えっと
Did the ship's Tegami call you too?
手紙？
Ah, from the ship. About the skill high.
違うよ。私もさっきお城に着いたんだよ。
Honta? I just returned myself after 8 years.
そうなの？そんなことってあるんだね。
What? So dull. People are surprised.
驚いてるよ。こんなこともあるなんてなって。
Yeah, what luck. Coming home the same day.
そうだね。
Same for you, huh?
うん。
Yomi gazes afar, unlikely picturing the same scene reflected in her eyes. Kochi. I let Yomi into the shade just like I used to.
ようくん？
I heard you were in poor health. Isn't it bad to be out in such strong sunlight?
ありがとう。
Why were you in the bushes, Yomi? Were you napping in the bushes to avoid the sun?
うん。 ところかな。ここって海風が涼しくて過ごしやすいし。
True. I'm enjoying the Obashiro breeze too. It's so cool.
夏のおぼしろの海風はとても優しいよね。
Are you still feeling sick?
もう大丈夫。だから戻ってきたんだし。
そっか。よかった。
戻ってきたんだから、最初に神父様にご挨拶しなきゃいけないんだけど、ここが懐かしくて。
You haven't greeted the shimp yet?
つい。
Well, I suppose it's understandable after being away for so long. Yomi and I stand at Cape Breeze. Yomi, barely reaching my shoulder, looked up at me just as I once did to the shimp. Damn, Yomi's really short if you think about it.
本当に大きくなったんだ。
Considering I'm a dude who already finished reading this before. I don't know why I didn't realize. Anyway. I'm an adult now, too. I'm an adult now, too.
なんだか不思議。
Thinking about it, 8 years. Our words flow so naturally. It feels like no time has passed. No. Not just you. Yomi, you've grown so much. So much. The male gaze. Not yet.
よーくどこ見て言ってるですか。
Your clothes! Look!
では服のどの部分を。
That's それは the design and stuff.
じー。
Those clothes look just like the ones you wore as a kid. Okay, I gotta tell the LMAO about this problem. I need to do a screenshot here so I could tell about. Bro, you mistake the object of the person here. Anyway. Yomi looks down and then follow her gaze. Looking down at her again. Yomi is so petite that it's hard to. Okay, there's another thing I need to tell them about. There's a limitation in how many characters you can put in the engine, and this is an obvious truncation of the original translation, I guess. Oh, look. I can't believe we used to be about the same height.
そんなことないよ。昔の服はもう入らないもの。
Is that so?
私だって少しは成長してるんだよ。
A little. Jeez,
よーくん。
Yeah. Well, where is he? Glancing past Yomi's glare, I saw Kuroneko curled up on a tombstone. Maybe we were too loud. It lifted its head and looked our way. Isn't that the Kuroneko?
ちょっと大きい気がするけど。
Tashkani. Its eyes look different though. I pictured the old Kuroneko. He was smaller then, with round eyes. Compared to that, this Neko is huge, rugged, and carries a strange dignity. Unless the Kuroneko's charm though. As it reading my mind, the Kuroneko turned away petulantly and walked off. It is as temperamental as it looked. Kuroneko are breeding.
繁殖？
Maybe it's one of its kids. I need to tell Del about this English. What the fuck?
なんであの子の子供になるんですか？
That makes sense. You were playing with it 8 years ago, right? It's old. I'm guessing this also got a line truncation. Oh man, QA pass sucks ass. Not even. This is just even before the QA pass. Just
あの子は身持ちが硬いからそんな簡単に子供なんて作らないもん。
Honto? But that Neko was so cute. I bet she's popular.
かわいい。ヨウくんから見てあの子可愛かったのかな。
Okay, this is another thing that I need the LMAO to consider, because the gender of the Kuroneko that he's thinking is a girl, and the earlier line when he first meets the Kuroneko sleeping in the tombstone that ran behind the bushes, he referred to her as a him. So I need to have that reading pass. Anyway, I bet he was cute. See, did you think that girl was cute? I bet he was cute. It should be she.
そうかな。可愛かったんだ。
Yeah, she was cute. I bet she's popular.
そうかな。そうかもね。可愛いか。でもあの猫は好きな子以外には興味がないと思うけどな。
Suddenly, the less cute kawaii Kuroneko meowed nearby. My bad. I was wrong to think he wasn't cute. As a prey to my heart, the Kuroneko stretched its tail and silently vanished from our sight. So, village of cats.
ずっと変わってないみたい。ヨウくんが引っ越した時のまま。
Yeah, maybe so. Obashiro's scenery truly never changes. Back then, Yomi protected this pet cemetery. When a pet died in Obashiro, everyone brought them here, to Yomi. For Yomi and me, this place was more than a hakaba. We played here so much.
こっちが玄関で、こっちがリビング。
Like, playing house? Yeah, I remember. We'd spread a sheet here and... Memories of Yomi have a sparkling brilliance. Have a certain sparkling brilliance. Even in the house, Yomi was serious. We'd cook fish from the port. Yes, a young Yomi was here, and that Kuroneko was there.
それから、この奥が診察室で、こっちのベンチが診察台。覚えてますか？天才外科医の足場先生。
So yo, I think that happened.
なぜ外科医さんが触診にばかりこだわっていたのか、未だにその一抹の疑問が残るところなのですが。
Why are you acting so shy, Yomi?
話してて思ったんですけど、このくだりは余計でした。
I think the translation here isn't good, with only performing manual exam. That's what the hell does that even mean? But I remember like this is supposed to be he was feely touchy about his exams. Anyway, let's not dig up the mistakes of our childhood. The moment we yeah, this is another truncation error. I need to speak. You know what? I'm doing a QA pass right now while I'm doing this thing. The pain.
過ち。
I said.
そうですね。そうしましょう。
Yomi turned bright red mid-scold, leaving an awkward silence between us. Tonikaku, aside from that, Father Shishi. This, what the hell happened here? This is a bad translation, man. Am I already? Okay, so I only translated and read only some parts, but I think I'm not yet even at the point where I think I'm still in that point where supposedly this was proofread, but the fucking model chat, it's all I guess. Anyway, what I got was what was it? I was looking for him.
探し物？
I can't quite put my finger on it. I got the feeling it's a living thing. Did something come this way?
特に何も。
そっか。どうも。Well then, I'll
そそくさと
proudly.
私も一緒に行きます。神父様なら聖堂の方にいるんじゃないかな。
Right. Let's go proudly. Yomi stares at my outstretched hand. Okay, I'm how many lines more before? Okay, the next 3 lines are the scope of what I can display right now. The rest are they're translated but not proofread, but I need a better proofread pass. Made a lot of mistakes there. Yomi stares at my outstretched hand. Offering nonchalance. Took her hand and walked as I used to. So boldly.
そうですね。
I wiped the sweat from my brow as I walked ahead. I thought the heat was from the sun, but maybe it was just Yomi's warmth. The moment our hands met, my heart raced. Was it just the change brought by 8 long years? I felt Yomi's hand grow moist and warm. Okay, this is the extent of like I had it read and proofread, but I have a feeling I'm seeing lines that I don't recognize from what I'm supposed to see. So maybe that explains why there's some couple of lines that are weird. Like Father Shishi it doesn't make sense who that is. So maybe this is part of the stuff that my LLM hasn't checked. More work to do. Anyway, that's it for now. This is just a much more extended version of the proof of concept I was doing. I'm doing a little bit more testing and seeing how things go. I need to improve the regression test so it would catch some problems. Like, where's the one where it's so obvious that the line got truncated? Because there was a line. Okay, let's not dig out the mistakes of our childhood. The moment obviously there is. I mean, this sentence could pass, but at the same time, it's not complete because it's missing the end quotation mark, which signifies them having a dialogue. And let's not dig up the mistakes of our childhood. The moment it kind of passes, but like, yeah, you can tell this is not complete. Anyway, I have a lot of things to check out and share. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another proof of concept or a legitimate streamer upload. I'm playing Pragmata later after dinner. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Ciao.